Hi, my name is Mark Polton. I'm a real estate investor in the greater Charlotte, North Carolina area. I'm what you would call a no frills, no thrills real estate investor. If you're looking for somebody who has a fancy car in the background, nice shiny studio office, or even somebody who wants to sell you a $19.95 a month subscription to their newsletter, I'm not that guy. Check out a different channel. Like the title of this video says, I don't particularly like change. If you look at, they've done some statistics, analysis, or whatever you want to call it on it, and they said that most people can make about 15 to 17 significant decisions every day. Now, there's people like a Grant Cardone who is on a completely different level. He could probably make that every hour, but your average person, you're looking at 15 to 17. Maybe you can be up in 20. And when things change, you got to make new decisions. So I'm very comfortable. Things like consistency. I like a consistent schedule. I like to I like things to work consistently. Take the home button on my iPhone, for instance. The new ones don't have that. I don't particularly want to change. Had to buy a new iPhone XR. Doesn't have a home button. Yeah, I'm an old fuddy-duddy. Anyways, the home button has worked. It's worked well for since I had an iPhone 6 Plus. I did have the original iPhone, which I think had a home button as well. And it works. It works. What can I say about that? I don't particularly want to change it. End up giving it to the wife. I don't really care. I just want something that works. Her phone was basically brand new. Mine was beat the hell out of. So I gave her the new phone. I didn't really care. I got basically a new phone too that actually works. My old one had so much sawdust and sweat and other nasty stuff in it, it just didn't work anymore. If you look at successful people, I'm going to give you two: Mark Zuckerberg and Dan Pena. Right? Mark Zuckerberg wears, I don't particularly like the guy, but there's no arguing that he's successful. He wears the same thing basically every day, just different colors. Khaki pants, polo shirt, probably the same belt in different style, different colors, and the same shoes in different colors. And I bet you one thing, I bet you his wife picks that out for him. So he doesn't have to make that decision. She's like, this is what you're going to wear tomorrow. And he's probably got 50 different colors of the same type shirt, 20 different colors of the same type pants, the same belt in 5 or 10 different colors, yada, yada, yada. He has other things he needs to make the decisions on. One of them isn't going to be what he's going to wear. Dan Pena, the $50 billion man, and there's some controversy around that at least from the guys in the gym, but he does the same thing. His wife, he wears very nice clothes, but his wife picks him out. He doesn't have to worry about it. I guarantee you he doesn't have to decide what he's going to have for breakfast. He has a chef that prepares it for him. Zuckerberg's the same way. I bet you every single meal, he doesn't have to worry about it. The chef knows what he likes, surprises him from time to time, and that's a decision he doesn't have to make. He's able to take all of his brain cycles, all of his thought processes, and concentrate on money-making adventures. When I started out in this business, I started out basically with 3 homes. And the way that I the way that I collect rent, the way that I do invoicing and stuff like that, was very simple. You didn't have to worry about it. You only had 3 homes. By the time you get to like 6 or 7 homes, that process is grossly inefficient. And I had to improve it. I had to come up with better ways of tracking this. I can't tell you, we've actually lost quite a bit of money because the way that I initially was tracking rent was really bad. It's very inconsistent, and so I had to change it. I had to come up with better processes. Take my bank, for instance. I bank with SunTrust Bank, pretty much hate them, can't stand them, but for the most part it works. And I'm having a tough time. It's going to be a huge process for me to go find a new bank. There's just a lot that goes into it because our tenants can go to SunTrust and deposit their rent. They don't need me to be there. Yeah, I could go to Bank of America. They probably have basically the same thing. I will start out researching this, and after about 10 or 15 minutes, I'll be like, all right, I don't hate SunTrust Bank enough to really continue on this process. It's probably going to take several hours, several different times over probably a several week period before I finally find something that I really like. And it's that way with almost anything. I have a 2008 Dodge Magnum. got 185,000 miles on it. You can see in the back I got my tools in it. It works well. When this dies, I will probably get another one. I don't, I like my wife's Range Rover, but I like this car as well. It works, it drives good, it's been extremely reliable. I don't want to change it just to change it. Now, you can call me an old fuddy-duddy. You can be like, oh, whatever. I have way too much going on in my life. I have my W-2 job. I have a business to run. I had to file eviction yesterday. I have 2 court dates coming up. We're suing a vendor in small claims court, and I have the eviction, which I haven't gotten the date on it yet. We have to worry about collecting rent. I need two quotes on new roofs. Working on some siding on this house. I just got way too much going on. I don't need to be figuring out a new phone. I don't need to be figuring out a new process. I don't need to be figuring out a new banking system. I need to be concentrating on these. Yes, I need a personal assistant. Working on it. We're not quite there yet, but I can offload a lot of this onto them. And once we get these next 3 homes rented, that is definitely in the cards. However, right now it's not. And, I got taxes to do. There's just a lot on my plate. So that's one of the reasons why I don't like changes. I don't have the time or the energy or the desire to have to figure out something new. Anyways, these are my thoughts on why I don't particularly like change. I will change when I have to, but it's only if I have to. When something works, don't fix it. I'm a big fan of that, right? Unless there's a damn good, compelling reason to do it. Anyways, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Leave them in the comments section below. And I hope you go out there and live the You Won't Stop Me lifestyle. It's all about getting the knowledge, the financial education, and understanding what it takes to go out there and buy and hold real estate and be successful. It doesn't matter if somebody comes and takes it away from you in divorce, tax court, whatever, bankruptcy. Once you have the knowledge, you're going to be able to get it all back. And that's what the You Won't Stop Me lifestyle is all about. I wish you success.